Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to W.W.R special edition called Indie Wrestling. I'm your host, of course, the Bearded Wonder. Now, a lot of people have asked, how do you get into the big leagues? And by the big leagues, I mean WCW back in the day, ECW back in the day, WWE, and of course, AEW, or as I call it, WCW 2.0. Well, you gotta pay your dues. You gotta do the bumping and grinding and hustling up and down the roads, going to gymnasiums, abandoned warehouses, VFW halls, and it's crazy. You know what? I don't even know what they get half the time. But I know the schedule is ridiculous. I know you're away from your family for a good portion amount of time. But we're in luck. I've got a close personal friend of mine. He is an indie wrestler himself. I'd like to welcome to the show, Adam Ruth.
How's it going?
Adam, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us and helping me out. First of all, let's just get right into it. What made you want to start doing wrestling?
When I was about 7, I remember watching Chris Benoit versus Eddie Guerrero.
Ooh.
May they both rest in peace.
Amen.
On WCW Thunder.
Oh, he's taking it back old school, guys.
And, I just had a passion for it. I wrestled in high school.
Wait. Stop right there. What weight class?
I was, if I remember, 50K. I was in good shape. I was happy. Coming out of high school, as you know, Dave, I went in the military.
I do know that.
I came home and I was looking for a job. And I ended up seeing this ad in the paper, funny enough, that said, ring crew. Thinking, here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, big UFC crowd, it's a UFC ring. Went, talked to the guy, ends up being a wrestling ring. Ended up training with these guys, and that's how I got my start.
I gotta point out.
Okay.
Now, if you've never seen my show, and that's fine, drop a like, drop a comment. More followers I get, the closer I get to raffling stuff off. But I have to make a comment right here. CM Punk. Now the nation. Now his classic line. What does he always say? Whenever they think they've got the.
Whenever they think they got the answers, I change the culture.
Oh, ooh, chills. That's awesome. All right, let's get back into your history. So you're slumping it as a ring crew. You're learning how to get it done. What made you want to go from ring crew to wrestler?
It's funny. There was a guy named Hobo Hank, huge Albuquerque wrestler. Any of you know him? Shout out to him. I'm working security that night. I'm watching the guys train. I'm watching these moves day in, day out. And Hobo calls me into the ring. It was him and this guy, Joe Quesada. Great dudes. They call me into the ring and they go, let's see what you got. And I did martial arts for 15 years of my life at that point. And I ended up doing a backflip. And they just looked at me and they're like, can you land on your stomach? Did a moonsault. And these guys just started.
Wait. Hold on. Let me back you up there real quick.
All right.
For those who don't know, what exactly is a moonsault?
So a moonsault is literally opponents on the ground. You're either on the top turnbuckle.
Okay.
Or you're facing away from them on the mat.
Okay.
You jump backwards, do a backflip, and you land right on top of them.
There you go. See, we're learning. See, not only is my show about wrestling, but it's also educational.
And these guys pretty much took me under their wings. Me and Joe had several matches together. Me and Hank had my first hardcore match together.
Now, hold on. Now, you talk hardcore. Now, I've watched. I gotta ask. I've been a fan. I've been a fan since I was Yatol, and watching it on TV. What's it like being being an indie wrestler and being in a hardcore match, and then watching it on TV?
The pain factor.
Really?
We all talk about, wrestling's fake. It's not fake. I've landed from a 20-foot ladder onto solid concrete.
Ooh.
There's no way to fake that.
No, sir.
My favorite match was Mosh Pit Mike. Another New Mexico legend out here. He's also the JCW Tag Team Champion.
Oh, JCW. Shout out to JCW. Hey, you guys get at me. I'll put you on the show.
And, ended up putting a cinder block in my midsection, lower than the belt.
Oof.
And Mosh Pit Mike threw a bowling ball at it. I learned true pain that day, Dave.
Oh, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say?
50.
Oh, boys and girls, they ain't no faking that. But let's continue. Keep going.
And, it's great to be in hardcore matches. It's fun. I've been in a couple death matches.
Whoa. Stop right there.
All right.
Death matches. I'm a fan. And I've listened to you. I've listened to you talk about it. I've seen a couple of your videos. Which by the way, stay tuned. I'm gonna get my man Adam to send me some of his videos. Which I hold no rights to. I will put them on my channel so you can guys kind of see what he does. And you know what? You guys can give a like and a follow. But like I was saying, we've been friends for many years. We've worked together. We've hung out together. We've gone to house shows together. What is a death match? That's something I can honestly say I've never heard of.
So a death match is a hardcore match to the next level. Light tubes. Barbed wire ropes instead of the ropes that we use.
Oh, I love it.
If you think the ring is fake, there's that much padding. Take the padding away, and it's all metal and plywood.
I was gonna ask that. I was gonna ask. I know there's this much, but is the plywood, is the ring, as they show on TV, is the ring really as bouncy on the indie scene?
It is not. Indie scene, we don't have the money that WWE has, that Tony Khan ACW has, or not ACW, AEW.
Hey, Khan's honest mistake. It's just we'll leave that one alone. Yes.
But we don't have that money. We buy rings for $1,500. We buy rings up to $5,000. Those rings are $10,000, $15,000. They're expensive.
Now I know you and I have talked, and one of my favorite tag teams is the Dudley Boys. And I know they hold a school out in Florida. And I know you and I have talked. But what do you think the chances? What do you think the chances of having a couple of knuckleheads like us getting a school together?
I'm always down for it. I'm always down to train the next generation of wrestlers. I've got 2 little girls.
Shout out to the younger generation. You know what? Y'all gonna be our guiding light.
I've got my 5-year-old. She loves Sasha. She loves Becky. I'd love to see her step foot in that ring.
You know what? I tell you what. I tell you what. My stuff gets off the ground like I'm hoping it will. I'm gonna make Wonder Wrestling Review into Wonder Wrestling Academy. It's gonna be WWA Wonder Wrestling Academy. I'm gonna make this man right here my head trainer. I will back him. I'm gonna back him. We're gonna make that happen. So let's move. Let's continue down. Let's continue down the line. So you've done death matches. Now, Adam Ruth is your real name.
That is correct.
Now I know that Joe Nolly, aka Roman Reigns, Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, Mick Foley, which coincidentally is his real name, Richard Fleer, aka Ric Flair, and I don't know if you knew this, but Charlotte is trying to use her real name, trying to patent her real name to use as well as the Wrestling Queen. What's your real quick? What's your thoughts on that?
There's a lot of politics behind this stage, contract negotiations. Randy Orton did great at this. It's all about mind games. He took pictures of AEW. He took pictures of Elite Level.
That he did.
He got a higher paid contract.
Well, Vince is a moron. Vince is a moron for letting that happen. You know, Vince, you always talk about wanting what the fans want. Well, here you got two hardcore fans. You got two hardcore fans right here. And we're telling you, you need to put AEW out of business.
Well, Dave, great man once said, controversy creates cash.
Ooh. Shout out to Eric Bischoff, Eazy-E. Throwing it up one time.
And you know, I think that's exactly what they're doing. They're creating this controversy. They're wanting more cash. Ashley Fleer, aka Charlotte, she's creating that controversy. Andrade Cien almost doing the same thing.
You know, he comes from wrestling royalty.
Yeah.
In Mexico City, his family actually owns. His family owns kind of like what Cody's doing.
Yeah.
Like what Cody's doing. And before we get into your name, which I promise we're gonna steer right back down the indie side, but you guys have been listening to me and my ranting and raving. By the time I bring in another like-minded psychopath like myself. In the news, Lords of Pain, World Wrestling Co., all the blogger sites that you see a bunch of these little cave-dwelling, hermit crab having mama sissy boys sitting there saying that Cody is sprinting for all of the WCW side showcases like Halloween Havoc, Bash at the Beach, all those that WCW used to do. Now, little does he know that Vince technically already owns them.
He does.
Vince technically already owns them, but he's trying to get the patents for them. What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's smart. To a point.
I was about to call you out on it.
I think it's smart to a point. Cody fought all this time against Hunter, all this time against Vince. As we know, he destroyed the throne.
That one shot over the bow.
It was smart. If he can take these names that his father, Dusty,
make a dream, may he rest in peace,
that Dusty, started, continued doing, and made a company. Smart on him. But he also doesn't want to fall into the impact of wrestling.
True, very true. Okay, I can see that. I can see that.
He wants that name that's already been there.
I can see that. He can't use Cody Rhodes.
No,
he can't because WWE's got the patent of it.
They own the Rhodes name.
Yeah, they do, but they don't. I've done some digging and I've done some research. They own Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, because Cody wanted to be known as Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, like he is on AEW. but he can only go by Cody. They don't own Dusty.
No.
They don't own Dusty. They don't own the son of a plumber. And you know what? Shout out to DDP. He said it best when he imitated Dusty and said, "There's only one thing that matters, and that's that first wrestling championship. Everything else, it's just noise in the background." That was my poor attempt of Dusty. I think
that was a pretty poor attempt.
I think I almost got it, but a little bit. But anyways, let's keep going. So we've gone over some of the big league names. Adam, what are some of the names you go by?
So I've gone by Mountain Dew Man.
Wait. Hold on. Now each name we got to know why, we got to know how, and we got to know. I mean, you can't leave the fans out there. Got to know. Mountain Dew Man. How did it come about?
So I was sitting there one night, drunk as hell, and I was watching some wrestling. I was watching Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 19.
Nice.
Great match. Watch it. WWE Network.
For only $9.99.
And I was like, there's Shark Boy. Shark Boy imitates
Stone Cold. Shout out to Impact Wrestling.
So I decided, let's do something different, but not different. So I imitated Stone Cold with Mountain Dew.
Wait a minute. Tell me you got a clip that you can send me and I can throw up on the channel.
I might have a clip somewhere.
Oh, you gotta look for it. If he finds it, I promise you it's going on the site.
I wore a green and red mask, came out with a green and red vest, and green and red trunks.
New Mexico, shout out.
And literally I would smash 2 Mountain Dews together, pour them over my face, and I did the stunner. It was probably the worst thing I had ever done.
Now we talk about worse. Let's segue a little, because I'm looking at your 2K14 Undertaker, and reminds me of Taker when he did the Broken Skull on the WWE.com right after Survivor Series, which if you haven't seen that, go watch it. $9.99. He said the worst thing he ever did, as far as imitation wise, like persona wise, was corporate ministry. He said if he would never, nope. Let me ask you, in your opinion, being a fan, what do you think? Do you think corporate ministry was pretty shitty?
I don't think it was shitty. As a fan, I enjoyed corporate ministry.
It was alright.
Until the power of Vince McMahon became
too much.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoy Undertaker. I love Undertaker. Everyone says the worst he ever did was American Badass.
Actually, he loved that one.
He loved it, but most fans say they hated it.
Well, because and that's because it resonated. He didn't get stale.
No,
he didn't get stale. He changed the game up. He would disappear for a while. He'd disappear for a while. He'd change the game up. But all right, let's go down. Let's keep going down the line. So we've got Mountain Dew Man. That was a classic. Oh my God, that brings just saying the name brings a smile on my face. What else? What other names have you gone by?
I've gone as the Prince of Punk, Phoenix.
Now that sounds like a shout out to the man himself.
It actually was not.
What?
It was a It was a shout out to if you remember him, Shannon Moore.
Ink. Best known as Ink with Jesse
Jesse Neal.
Jesse Neal. Book of Dilly. And then he was with Matt Hardy for a little while, version 1. He kind of fizzled out. He was kind of a flash in the pan.
He did. But he loved wrestling. Now he's doing his true passion, which is ink. He's tattooing in North Carolina, the gas chamber.
So let's go. Let's keep going down the line. What's the next one?
Next one was Adam Knight.
All right. So gotta know.
Okay.
Why?
So me and my fiance at the time, now wife, as Sam, we were sitting here just joking around, and I was trying to not become stale.
Okay, so we're trying to change the game up a little bit.
Yeah. I had just left wrestling as a retirement match, and I wanted to come back.
As a different character, or?
To a point.
Okay.
I cut my hair, trimmed up my beard.
Okay.
And came back as Adam Knight. We were sitting on the couch one night just joking, going through names. And I was all, Adam Knight? I could be the Dark Knight. And we started laughing about it. And I became Adam the White Knight.
Now I gotta ask Adam. I played WWE 2K19, and I've actually played against you. Your style. I've noticed, if for those who can't see, he's got a pink and blonde hair stripe. Now, is that remnants and giving praise to Seth Rollins in his early days of the Shield?
No. It'd go out to the one man that inspired me, that I wanted to be like as a wrestler, Jeff Hardy. The Rainbow Hair Warrior.
Did you know that he's actually looking at doing some serious time?
Oh, yeah.
He's looking to do some serious time down in Cameron, North Carolina. Shout out to North Carolina. Very, very awesome place. But get this. Speaking of the Hardy Boys, Matt wants to bring back. He wants to bring broken Matt Hardy to the table of WWE. Now that Impact is no longer Impact, it's several different fucking arenas that they shoot out to, which is, I think, is fucking dumb. It's not like it was when it was Dixie Carter, Fortune, Main Event Mafia.
You know, it's become a glorified indie scene.
Have you thought about trying to break in there and see if you get to ROH, or?
You know, I've thought about it with the kids being on the road all the time, doing those. I want to watch my kids grow up. As you know, my kids are my life.
I know that.
And being a wrestler, I miss their first steps, their first words. But
well, you also had, before you met your lovely wife, which, by the way, she's your much better half. Shout out to Sam. You had a rough background. You for the fans, for my few viewers I have, and it's totally up to you. Do you want to go into any of that to kind of see, go back a little bit and into the past and see if that kind of helped inspire any of the wrestling, or we can leave that topic alone. It's up to you.
You know, we'll just say this. I got with a lot of psychos.
Hey, some psychos are fun though.
They screwed up my life, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, I was living out of my car.
I remember that,
and it sucked.
I remember that. But you know what? So did Sting. So did Lex Luger, and look where they are.
And you know, I wanted to stay in touch with my kids after everything. I've now got full custody of one, and I enjoy every moment of it.
And it's up to you, but why don't we bring her on the show?
Paige! We'll see if she'll come out. She's got a tablet. So.
Kids nowadays with technology. I remember when we went to play until the streetlights came on. Hey, so I'd like to welcome. I'd like to welcome to the show now. I'd like to welcome to the show now. He was just talking about her, his inspiration. Please welcome Miss Paige. Miss Paige, hi.
Hi.
So, Miss Paige, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions if that's okay. So, do you like your daddy being a wrestler?
Yes.
So your daddy tells me you have a favorite wrestler.
I do.
Who is it? It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay, sweetheart. Just imagine you're talking with your uncle. Just imagine you're talking with your uncle. Who's your favorite wrestler?
Sasha.
You like Sasha? You like the boss?
Is it the purple hair or the blue hair you like?
The purple.
See, I like the purple hair too. I like the purple hair Sasha too. Blue, she's kind of too bossy.
No.
What about Bailey? Do you like Bailey too?
Yep.
Now let me ask you, do you like Bailey when she had all the little huggers, the little things that, or do you like Bailey now?
I like Bailey now.
Okay, all right. Well, guys, you heard it from the mouth of babes. You heard it from the mouth of babes yourself. Shout out to the younger generation. Hopefully, in a couple years, Adam. We may see her. On the big screen, and you know what? We give that shout out saying you saw it here first on W.W.R. So, Paige, if you want to continue, you can stay here, or if you can go ahead and go back and
You want to go back to your room with this? All right. Say bye.
Bye.
All right, we'll let her get down. So, guys, while this is all happening, like I said, the indie wrestling scene is very hard on the family. Now, as you saw here, and as we keep going, what you see here is family. Now, he has. It's rough. Like myself, I mean, I've got a nephew. I have 2 busted knees. I wouldn't make it. I'll be upfront and honest. I tried. I speaking of which, let's get back into it. Adam, I don't know if I told you. I actually tried to get on WWE Tough Enough. I tried. I sent in the video. I freaking had the persona. I had the persona. I had all. I sent it off. To Hunter and anxiously awaited because the Miz, Mike Mizanin. Shout out to the Miz. John Morrison, who's now back under the WWE umbrella. I'm so happy about that. But they started at Tough Enough. Yeah. And I figured, you know what? I was young. I was stupid. Didn't have no family ties. I figured, what the hell? Why not? And lo and behold, I got the thanks, but no thanks. But at least it was in a video. And I have the video somewhere. It's in the video. It was a quick little video message. And he called me out by name. He said, Dave, he goes, we want to thank you. We want to thank you for your entry. We love the enthusiasm. We love the charisma. But unfortunately, you were not picked to go further in it. So, but that's my sad little shot at fame and glory. But let's get back to you. So White Knight, Adam Knight. Any other names?
The one that I've currently gone by is Ian Moon. IANMOONE.
Now, I have a feeling.
I'm just gonna charge my tablet for a little.
That I have a feeling that it's after Ember Moon.
It is not. So, if you change the letters around in Ian Moon, it becomes I am no one.
Ooh, a little anagram there.
And saw that on a TV show, CSI.
Nice.
And I thought, this would be a great thing. Be a great wrestling name. And I started marketing myself as Ian Moon.
Well, you know what? Right here on WWR, right here on WWR. That's gonna be our man, Ian Moon, aka Adam Ruth. We're gonna get with him and see if we can maybe get it. Like I said, get a couple of his matches. I may even see if I can get down to a live show. If I can get down to a live show, now Adam, I know you don't have a big following. I really appreciate you coming on my show and giving me a pop, giving me a helping me get my name off the ground. I want to help you get your name off the ground. Who knows? You could be. I could end up being your manager. We could. I could go take this as several different ways. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I saw the look. I saw the look. What? I said manager. Why? What's wrong?
We can't have two gray beards. You'd have to shave yours.
Oh. You see that? Yeah. Because the show is called Wonder Wrestling Review, and as the host, the Bearded Wonder, I can't. It just can't happen. Just can't happen. Attire. Let's talk attire. Now you see a lot of people flashing the pans, the frills on the boots, the face paint. What's some of the attire you've had over the years?
I've done the tights. I've done.
Hold on, time out. The tights. Now, I've heard they're so damn tight you gotta wear a G-string.
You do have to wear a thong.
Ooh. Does it split? Is it true? Does it split the boys down? Does it split the boys down the center?
No. You get one that's nice and tight. It's perfect fit.
Did you have to do a lot of fashion modeling to make sure, or?
I may have got a couple of hands from the fashion police.
Shout out to Tyler Breeze and Fandango. Oh man, that was good. All right. So you've done tights. What else?
I've done the really tight shorts, like the Rock War, Stone Cold War.
Okay.
I've done the long tights like Jericho originally had.
Okay.
Now I'm currently in a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. Pretty much what I'm wearing now is what I go out to the ring in.
Nice. Let's see what else. Do you ever regret breaking out on the scene?
No.
No?
Not for a minute.
You change for a minute?
No.
I know you were. I know you wrestle under a school right now. You want to give him a shout out?
Which school are we talking about?
Whichever ones you work for.
I wrestled for W.W.R out here in Albuquerque. They got me my start. They trained me. I've trained XCW out in Las Cruces. I've done Arizona Championship Wrestling.
I bet you put some mileage on that old Jeep getting out there.
That's why I got a new Jeep.
Oh man, the struggles. Now let's talk about the weight. Let's talk about the weight regimen. Now I know a lot of what weight class are you in?
So I would technically be classified as a heavyweight.
Okay, which is for those who don't know, what's the weight class?
225 and above is technically considered a heavyweight.
Okay. So I would be. I'm gonna give my weight out here, and I'm gonna be regret saying this, but I'm about 395 to 400. Would that make me a super heavyweight?
That would technically make you a super heavyweight.
So kind of like Kane, Braun Strowman,
Mark Henry.
Okay, all right.
Yokozuna.
All right. You do. While he helps her. So yeah, basically, yeah. It's I'm trying to lose it. Trust me, I'm trying to lose it. But it's all good though. All right. So now that little not disruption, but little joyful moment between a father and a daughter. I know some things are best left to be off camera. Let's get back to it. So, you recently now I'm gonna get a little personal here.
W.W.R.
I'm gonna get a little personal here. Now, you always throw uh, photos up on your Instagram. You always throw photos up on your Facebook of you hitting the gym at Elite Physique. Now, there's a particular photo that comes to mind, or a video that comes to mind, and me being a ex football player, I can sit here and I'm gonna be brutally and blunt honest with you. You fucked up, and I'll tell you why. You're sitting there, you're pushing 700 pounds.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. That's great that you can do it. Your problem was
I locked my knees.
you locked your knees.
Now, if we want to talk about that, yeah, you're correct. I did screw up. I did lock my knees.
Now is that the cause of your recent? And we won't. You have a recent injury.
I do.
Because of it. If you want to divulge, go ahead. If not, we'll just leave it as a recent injury.
You know, they thought it was a hernia. But for those of you who don't know, that's a tear in your muscle that your intestine starts pushing through.
Okay.
It's a horrible injury. It actually ended up being a strained muscle.
Okay.
Can't figure out what it's from. Maybe the deadlifts.
Now, as a former defensive lineman, I played high school, played semi-pro, and before I blew my knee out, I was able to lift quite a lot. My physique compared to his physique is like night and day. Now, I'm fat, but I can still get in the ring. I can still get in the ring with the best of them. I can still pump iron like I'm Arnold back when he was Mr. Olympian. Adam, I love you to death. You're a great person. You're a great friend. Hell, you're a borderline brother of mine. But you gotta ease up on the weights, man. Especially on the lifts. Work up to it.
So that was me working up to it.
What's your normal?
My normal is 650.
Okay.
I decided to add another 50 pounds, pushed myself, and as you saw, the last two, I locked my knee.
I saw that. I saw that, and I was like,
and as you know, I've had plenty of knee injuries.
Mm-hmm.
I've torn my ACL, PCL, and ACL. The three that you don't want to ever tear in your knee. So I have a problem with my knee just snapping straight. When I walk, it'll snap straight.
I've seen it. I've watched it. Not pleasant. At first, it was funny. Because like when he did it, he fucking hit the ground. I was like, ooh. And he popped up, and I was like, then he told me why. I was like, ooh, damn, I feel bad.
So, yeah, I push myself every time I go to the gym. I don't want to be that 50-year-old fat guy that sits here and watches TV. I want to be the 50-year-old that looks 30.
Hey, we all do it. With my current condition medical-wise, and that's all I'm going to say, my current condition medical-wise, I'm just starting to get out of the neck of the woods. But once I get, I'm back in the ring, clanging and banging, baby, clanging and banging in the Iron Paradise. So I can definitely understand where you're coming from. I can definitely relate to what you're saying. That brings me to the indie regiment, the indie physique regiment, because I know in the big leagues, they're on the road 250. It's like 156 days out of the year, 52 days out of the year. They're home for 200 days. They get into town real late, so they can't hit the gym. How does that differ on the indie scene?
We wrestle on the weekends. As you know, I work a Monday through Friday job.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I'm at the gym. I'm working out. So I get the chance to just sit there and go to the gym and work out.
You know what? I think the fans would love to see, and we'll coordinate it for another time. But I think the fans would love to see a day in the life of an indie wrestler. And I'm talking from the gym. Hell, the host, I'll get in. I'll get in on it too. Shoot, why don't you verbally take me down the day in the life of an indie wrestler, and then down the line, we'll do another special where we'll meet up at your gym, and we'll actually go through a full-fledged regiment. See if I can get into elite because I don't have a. See if I can get in as a guest real quick, just to kind of for a 1 day thing to kind of get in and kind of follow you as an indie wrestler. But take me through a day in the life. Of course, putting work aside.
Okay.
Putting work aside. Take me through a day in the life.
So, day in the life is waking up at 5 a.m., getting the kids ready for school, taking them to school, then I'm at work. After work, I'm coming home, I'm picking up my kids. I'm then going to the gym. Coming home, getting kids ready for bed, fixing dinner at that time. Luckily, I have my lovely wife to help me. She's done a lot, and I appreciate every moment that she's helped me.
You know what? She has it. It takes a very strong woman. Me doing this. My girlfriend. Shout out to my lovely co-host Vanessa. She, as you know, Adam. We'll divulge real quick into my. Speaking about significant others. As you know, Adam, I was once married.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at that. We won't divulge names. We'll just leave it at that. And it was a very rough marriage for me. I learned what to do, what not to do. I alienated a lot of people. You were one of them, unfortunately. Yeah. Unfortunately, you were one of them. But I got with this girl. Like I said, shout out to my lovely co-host. I told her, she found out I had a channel, and she started watching them. And she's like, babe, you should do this. Got a couple buddies of mine who want to make this a business. They want to get, me doing this, going, the minute they see this, they're like, Dave, that's what you need to do. They're trying to get me to do more of these, not 10, 15, 20, but like 45-minute, hour-long interviews, and it gets you, and we're almost at 45 minutes. And it's just like talking, just sitting there talking. It's just only difference is there's camera involved. But it takes a very strong person when you have a passion, which most females, not all, but most, find wrestling to be a childish thing. That it's childish. That we should grow up. It's fake. It's childish fake. Yeah. But when you get to meet people like Mr. Ian Moon, a.k.a. Adam Roth, or people like I've met Triple H, great guy. I've met Big Show. That's a funny story for a later time though. Those guys, they're just such laid back. They're just such laid back dudes, and so it's not fake. It's a show. It's a drama. It's a dance. Best way to put it was the movie Ready to Rumble. Ready to Rumble. You remember that movie?
I do. I own that movie.
It's Ready to Rumble. One of the best ways to show behind the scenes of WCW, in my opinion.
To a point, I will agree with you. Wrestlers are just one of the guys.
Oh, they are.
We go out and drink after shows. We hang out. We party. We go to our next show. I've wrestled, a couple big names.
Care to know my olds?
There we go. So I wrestled Mr. Tyler Black, a.k.a. Seth Rollins.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. I didn't even know that. How was that? Let's dive right into that one.
So it was a fun match. I had gotten called to a show. They wanted to put me in a rumble. over the top rope, battle royal. Was cool with that. And I ended up wrestling me and Tyler Black, Seth Rollins, were the last two.
What was it like being in the ring with him?
At that time, he wasn't a big name. He was just an indie wrestler.
That's crazy.
I've wrestled Johnny Gargano.
Ooh, the United States Northern champion for NXT?
No, not anymore. That's Roderick Strong.
I saw Johnny Gargano. He was who was he?
Johnny Wrestling.
That's right, Johnny Wrestling.
I got to witness him propose in the middle of the ring to Candice LeRae.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I've wrestled Tommaso Ciampa.
Whoa. Time out.
That was a...
Goldie?
That was a death match.
Goldie's daddy?
Yep.
How was that?
That was a very scary match.
Did you see him? I don't watch NXT very much. But when I do, I watched War Games. I watched Survivor Series. And I watched a couple of just them, NXT. And when Ciampa comes out, it's like, he glazes. Is it true? He just glazes over?
Oh, yeah. He's always been that way. He's a great guy, though. I don't want to ruin his reputation, but sorry, he's a teddy bear.
Wow. Shout out to Ciampa. Holy cow. That's crazy. That's your boy right there. Wow. Any more? Any other names?
AJ Styles.
Oh, whoa. The phenomenal one himself?
So I wrestled AJ in between the period of him in Impact and him going to New Japan. He was doing indie shows.
Wait a minute. Long-haired or short-haired AJ?
It was short-haired AJ. His hair was probably about down to here. And then he would start growing it.
So that was when he left as a heel at TNA, took the title with him, left as a heel for TNA, and yeah, wow. How was that?
That was phenomenal match. He was a great guy, though.
I heard he's real down to earth,
He
real homebody.
He is. His families were at every indie show. Great dude.
Who else? Come on. I know you got a couple more up your sleeve.
So, my favorite one, and I will always say this, will always be my favorite match, was a WWE house show.
Hold on. I have known you for many, many years. Why in the words of The Rock, why in the blue hell did you not told me this?
So, it's kind of a secret.
You know I'm going to ask how you ended up doing it.
Exactly. So, right before I left for basic training, I had already been wrestling, been trained, had a couple matches under my belt. They knew I was leaving for basic, so me and a couple guys went to a show. We had a couple other Army guys there with us.
Okay.
And we ended up getting backstage to meet the wrestlers, meet and greet.
Nice.
Ended up meeting Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, who at that time was head of talent relations.
No way. That must have been before good old JR.
Yep. No, it was after good old JR.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
That's right, because JR went to commentary right after he was head of talent relations. If memory serves.
It was about 2009, 2010.
Okay.
Right in that period.
Okay.
It was actually after that.
No, that's about when. No,
it was after that.
JR and King were commentary for good couple years. Yeah, Adam, you just made the list.
So I ended up getting backstage, meeting head of talent relations.
Okay, wait. How meeting somebody of power? How Not only is he Steamboat, a legend, but I mean his halftime legend. He could make or break you. How was that?
It was nerve-wracking, to say the most.
I bet.
The other wrestlers were there, Christian.
Wow.
So it had to be about 2010.
Sooner than that, because Christian left in 11. No, Christian left 7, 8.
So it was right around that period.
Yeah.
Ended up joking with him. I was like, hey, I'm an indie wrestler. Here's my YouTube page. I'll get you that information as well.
Appreciate that.
And I was like, check me out. Let me know what you think. He ended up giving him my number on just this little piece of paper, probably about yay big. And went up to the booth with the guys. We're watching the match, doing the dark matches, the matches that are the filler before the show.
Yeah, good. Thank you for elaborating on that.
And I ended up getting a phone call. Looked at my phone, ended up being a Connecticut number. And I was like, whatever, I answered it. And he goes, is this Adam? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, hey, it's Ricky Steamboat. First, I thought it was a joke. I was like, haha, yeah, whatever. I started looking at all my friends, and they're just watching the matches, enjoying themselves, having a couple beers. And
no one had their phone.
No one had their phone.
So what was going through your mind at the time when you saw that?
Going through my mind was, are you kidding me? And his first question to me was, hey, are you serious about wrestling? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm leaving for Basic in a couple days. I've got a show in Arizona right after this. So I'm leaving from here to Arizona. And he goes, so you got your gear with you? I was all, I got my gear. And he goes, meet me up front. Go grab your gear and meet me up front. A wrestler had ended up getting food poisoning.
Who can you say the wrestler's name? Or are you contractually obligated not to?
I can say a member of Eminem.
Ooh.
Ended up getting food poisoning.
Was it Mr.
I will say this, he wrestled under a mask for a while.
Ah, okay.
And he ended up getting food poisoning, couldn't do the match. And he goes, I want you to wear this mask. You're wearing this to cover up your tattoos. And you're going to go wrestle. I was like, cool. Awesome.
No, wait. Now, before you continue, let me stop you right there. How? Because it looked like, but by you telling the story, I can see in your face, you look like you're about ready to shit your fucking pants.
At that point, no. I was shaking.
Nerve-wracking?
I was shaking.
Shaking like a stripper?
Pretty much.
Okay.
He goes, you're going to be in a 6-man tag match. And he tells me who my 2 partners are.
Can you say who they are?
I can say they were part of a straight edge society. So, for the fans or the people that don't know, that was CM Punk, Luke Gallows, and Serena.
Wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a minute. Serena? Oh.
And takes me a minute. I'm like, all right, I'm a huge fan of Punk. As you know, I do the go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I do a version of the go to sleep.
Uh-huh.
Ended up going out to the ring with him, and he grabs me by the head and brings me in. And he says, shut the fuck up. Don't freak out. First thing I hear is, well, it's the Big Show. Big Show ends up walking out. This dude is huge.
Oh, I know. I've seen him. I've seen Paul.
And I'm just like...
Okay. Oh, I gotta stop you.
All right.
Stop you. Average person, great dude, great cat. I had the privilege of delivering pizzas, and he actually paid me $50 to take one off that was gonna go to catering. He's like, I'll give you $50 for one right now. She's like, okay. Being that you were behind the mask, you were in front of a local crowd here in New Mexico.
About 1,500 people.
So local crowd.
Yeah.
Local crowd. How was it? You're in the ring already. I assume.
I wanted to puke. I was so nervous. I wanted to puke. That point, I was like, oh my God, I have to wrestle the Big Show.
Does it get better?
Oh, it gets way better.
Oh.
Kane ends up walking out.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, okay, all right.
I'm dead.
This is freaky. This is Kane, no mask Kane.
Corporate?
No.
Oh, this is weekend. Oh, okay. All right. I got you.
So no mask Kane, bald head, scary as hell. And then I hear the gong.
No way.
I ended up wrestling Big Show, Kane, and Undertaker that night.
What?
I got 2 minutes in the ring.
Against who?
All of them. They ended up knocking Luke Gallows and CM Punk off the ring apron and throwing me in the inside.
How was that?
Scary as hell. I fought for my life.
I bet you were ready to shit your pants like a 12 or ready to cry like a 12-year-old that just shit his pants on the playground.
I got the last ride.
Oh, now, was this Taker as the Taker we know, the hat, or was this American Badass Taker?
No, this was Taker with the hat.
Ooh. Now I gotta ask. A lot of people, you hear the commentary, you hear the all the stuff. That Taker's game, 90% of Taker's game is all mental.
Oh, it is.
Watching him come down the ring to the gong. What was that like?
I shit myself. No joke. I literally thought I shit myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Mark Calloway, or no, not Mark Calloway. Mark Calloway, aka the Undertaker. I have one of your indie wrestler guys here. Oh, great dude.
I ended up getting the last ride from him.
Oof.
Choke slammed by Kane.
How was that?
I was about 9 feet in the air.
A little scary?
A little scary. Then ended up getting my head busted open under the mask by Kane.
Okay.
Slamming me into the ring post.
Ooh. How was that?
I did not take the hit well.
So there's a certain way you had there was a certain way you had to take it?
There's a very certain way to protect yourself from concussions, from all of that. Ended up busting my head open under a mask, bleeding, getting thrown back into the ring and hit with the WMD. Weapon of mass destruction. The Fist by the Big Show.
Now, what was it like? I mean, seeing that big old freaking cast iron ham hock of a freaking hand clenched up coming at you.
At that point, I knew I was done. He ended up hitting me.
Did it hurt? Or was it a light tap? Was it a heavy tap? What was it? If you can remember.
I will, to protect the wrestlers, I will say it hurt.
Good. Well, see, look, even indie wrestling, and people who have been in house shows in the big leagues, there's a code, a brotherhood, and I've got one of your brothers right here. Great dude. Let's keep it going.
And ended up rolling towards my turnbuckle, towards my corner, and tagging CM Punk in. That was all I remembered from the match.
So you don't remember if you won? You don't remember?
We did not win. I will put it that way.
Wow. Luke Gallows. You said you had Luke Gallows with you. What? It's... Luke Gallows he's now part of the OC, the world's greatest tag team. What is he like? What is he like as a person?
He's a great person. He's down to earth. He's joking around. The OC guy that you see that's joking, having fun, that's him.
Okay. All right. Well, Adam, I can tell by the clock on the wall and your lovely daughter that it is time to wrap this up and bring it to an end. But I definitely want to thank you, Adam, for this very special episode of WWR about indie wrestling. You will see more of this man on my page. I promise you, you will see more. He's gonna give me his link to his YouTube page, so that you guys can click on that link and kind of see some of his shows. And like I said, down the line, Adam, if it's okay with you, down the line, I would like to go through just so I can show my fans what your normal wrestling regimen is. I promise I will try not to make it so heckling.
All right.
But I do appreciate that, man. Thank you for. I want to thank you for having me.
Of course.
And guys, stay tuned. Stay tuned for more WWR World Wrestling Review.